Live from Long Island, New York. It's Love, Death, and Taxes. I hope you are having a wonderful evening and start to your weekend. Agnes, how are you doing?
Oh, I'm wonderful. I'm wonderful. So excited about upcoming next few weeks. Very
Yeah.
exciting the next few days. Wonderful beginning of the year. I'm just wonderful.
Yeah. Yeah. New things, new starts, new possibilities. Oh, you know, when you wrote the book, one of the things I kept on thinking about was how much we knew we were going to do, see and talk about and all of that stuff. It's great to hear that you are on a podcast this week. And ladies and gents, if you want to follow all of what's happening with Agnes and her book, and all of the appearances that she's going to be making, either at Barnes and Noble and or at different podcasts other than our own. You want to go to agnesamasano.com. Check over there. At some point, we will definitely have a newsletter for you guys to check out as well. But the most important thing for right now is to just go by there and take a look, because the books are all there, so you can actually click through. The book is on Amazon. The book's on Barnes and Noble. It's this one here, Seven Rings, One Love. I wish I could. I hope this looks right, because
Yes,
sometimes
yes, it
I
does.
assume sometimes it shows up backwards. But fantastic. So yesterday you went to do a podcast about this. Tell me a little bit about it, about
Well,
your podcast.
I was invited to be part of a very special program that I was honored to participate in. People
Okay,
of Distinction with Benji Cole.
nice.
Yes, Benji was wonderful. And we had nice little chat about Seven Rings, One Love and other books as well, about our books as well.
Excellent.
So yes, very soon, like after this weekend, the interview will be available. It will be aired on different stations on iHeartRadio, C-SPAN, Apple,
Yeah,
Fox News,
iTunes.
and yeah, a few more. And of course, also available for rewatching as many times as you want to on YouTube, on
Yeah,
our channel, and on People of Distinction as well.
excellent.
So yes, so
All
that was fun.
right. Excellent. So great. And just so you understand, this is a biography, but it's also kind of a lesson in it's a lesson in relationships. There's a bunch of different relationships in here. And so it's fascinating to see. And people who think you are alone, we're always saying on here, no judgment, no judgment, no judgment. If you think you're alone, or you think you've been in a situation and you feel ashamed about it, or disturbed by it, or not sure how to get out of it, I'm not saying it's a manual for that, but this definitely is a book where you can start saying to yourself, I'm not alone. Like I've had issues or whatever, not, and I'm not. Oh my God, I'm just realizing what I'm saying. Agnes went through it, y'all. That's what I'm trying to say. Agnes went through it and came out on the other side. Well, I'm so proud of you, not just for the book itself, but also, to know you and be friends, and recognize that you went through issues. Listen, partially in a time when SA assault was not a thing that people even thought of or thought was a thing that can go. There are different villains in there, by the way. The woman who you worked with in the
But
real estate
that
office.
character you talking about? Interesting character, yes.
It's fascinating. Absolutely fascinating. You would think it's all like dudes and whatever. No, there are other people in there who are very fun. I want you to go and get this book, Seven Rings, One Love, Agnes Avasano. It's on Amazon. It's on Barnes and Noble or whatever. But we are going to be talking about relationships regardless because um, Valentine's Day is coming up, and you probably want to go out on a date. And if you are rusty like me and not all hooked up and cuffed up with somebody already, you might want to review, revise, take a look at some of the rules. And Agnes, you came across this thing. Tell me about how you found it on Facebook. What was that? Who is it?
Actually, I think that was on AOL, not Facebook. To
Okay.
clarify that, I think that was on AOL, but it was some time ago, and I shared that with you before.
Yes.
It's a wonderful, almost like a seven piece ex- expectation list.
Okay.
Minimum expectation list when it comes to dating. And I have to tell you, I agree with this lady um completely. She
Okay.
is absolutely right. From the woman's point of view, I
It's
think she's right on the money
okay.
with that, because they're just simple, basic rules. Like, I
Yeah.
knew one lady whose expectations were even lower. She wanted to meet a guy who's gonna have a job in his own teeth. And that was it. I think that bare minimum wouldn't do for a lot of women, me included. Are you counting your teeth now?
Yeah. I'm like, how dare you expect people to have all their teeth? Ah,
But this particular lady, I believe, like, her name is Raquel. She had a really bare minimum. I would have a little bit more personally, but I think this is something to start with. And the first one is, pay the bill. If you split the bill, I will never speak to you again, and I will slander you. Kicking off her list of 7 rules, but rebuffing the idea of women should now split expenses evenly.
okay.
The first date, don't you want to impress the lady? Don't you want to show that you are a gentleman? If you are going out, you're going to cover the bill. If you cannot afford much, don't take her to five-star restaurant. Take her for a cup of coffee, or don't take her to Kentucky Fried Chicken. Once in a lifetime, as someone asked me to go out when I was very young, and the guy brought me. He goes, "Oh, we're gonna go to a very nice place." I dressed up, and he brought me to Kentucky Fried Chicken. Okay, let me tell you, the meal was nice, but I never saw him again. So it's like, I'm not the type of girl. I'm sorry. This is just no.
Yeah.
So what's wrong with that? What's wrong with paying the bill?
I don't think this. It. Listen. w- Part of what my objection to any of this is the way it's the tone. It's not even so much what she's asking for. Pay the bill. And then it's like, yeah, she's rebuffing the idea that women should now split expenses evenly. When you're in a relationship, yes, you could possibly say, "Hey, honey, you want to pay today?" or blah blah. But you're right. On a first date, especially in first date, you want to pay the bill as a guy because that's sort of kind of what is expected. I do like the idea of a woman saying, "Hey, you don't really have to do it, but kind of like reach, just like you're going to act like." Because I've seen that move a lot of times. And I was like, no, 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 of course not. Of course not. I'm going to take care of this evening, whatever. But if you call me and we're ended up going somewhere because you're inviting me out, I'm still hoping that I'm going to pay. But my problem with this whole thing is the tone she spent.
Hmm.
I will never speak to you again, and
I will
I will
slander you.
slander you.
Absolutely.
That's
She's absolutely
rude.
right.
How
She's
dare
absolutely
you
right.
talk about slandering me? How
She's
dare you?
absolutely right. It's a first date. Men are still being seen as providers, as gentlemen. No, don't you want to be seen that way? Isn't that the whole masculinity all about? That I will protect you, I will prove myself to you. And relationships later on, when you are together, when you live together, doesn't matter who pays because it comes out from the same pocket. That's not about that. This is about going out first time. This is about that she doesn't know you. She doesn't know who you are. So this is the first thing to show that I am a gentleman. I'm going to, of course, pay. Like I said, if you cannot afford much, take her to the place where you can afford it. Take her to the bar, buy her a drink, an appetizer, or a cup of coffee and a muffin, something.
Don't, yeah, if you don't want to, yeah, if you don't want to go crazy. And the truth is, yes, if you spend $100, which is probably what you're going to be spending nowadays, the minimum, right? You go to a decent place, you're probably going to end up spending $100, and that may not even include the tip. That's the thing. You're saying, okay, what am I doing here, and how much am I going to be willing to spend and go into? I don't have a problem with that. I just don't like the idea that you're going to slander me. I think that that is rude and messed up. And by the way, Hmm. Trying to figure out how to say this without slandering the person who told me. A woman told me once, a woman, random woman, who I may or may not have been in a relationship with, told me once that she literally had in her phone different names: meal ticket one, meal ticket two, meal ticket three, that she would text, call, whatever, because she was going to go sit down with them and eat something with them. Because that's how she would get fed. And so for someone to tell me that makes me feel like, wow, guys are out here getting used. And that's kind of messed up. And maybe she enjoyed the company anyway, afterwards, because that's what guys are thinking. Guys are thinking, if I'm
Exactly.
gonna drop this money, am I gonna get?
And I'm going to get invited for a nightcap.
Yes, nightcap. Yes, exactly. But I think the rule makes complete and total sense. It's the attitude that's like, huh, what's happening here? All right, so let's look at number
You
two.
are too sensitive. Don't be,
Yeah.
don't
See,
be
you're
sensitive.
saying that don't be sensitive, but once bitten, twice shy, or according to according to President Bush, uh, uh, fool me once, uh, fool me twice. You ain't never gonna fool me again.
Listen, let me put it this way. If I'm meeting a guy for the first time and he
Yes.
wants me to split the bill or pay the bill, to me, the message that I'm getting is he is looking for a support. He's looking for sugar mama.
Uh,
That's not happening. Okay, that's not happening.
You're
Number
saying
two,
that as a person who's married and whatever, but you have to be looking and saying, here's the thing: you have decided, women have decided that they want to, in many things, be equal. And so I understand how many guys will look at it like, I don't know. And I've seen little skits and stuff where the guy's like,
not on the first date.
hey,
Uh-uh.
and the guy's coming
On
up
the
and,
first date.
hey,
No,
are you
no.
splitting the bill? And he's like, no, I'm not splitting the bill. I'm going to get it. And then the woman looks at him and is like, oh, you think you're going to hit? And I was like, what? Nobody asked you that. Nobody said anything about that. And then he's like, what? Wait, wait. And it's the attitude. We should all be able to respect one another. But yes, I hear what you're saying. And yes, this is probably the way it should be done. We're never going to get through all seven of these.
Oh, no, we will. Okay, we're going to number two. Open the door, all
All
doors.
good.
I don't touch doors.
Attitude. I don't mind open your doors. In fact, I want to take your shoes off and rub your feet. I want to massage you. I want to take care of you. I want to do. I
Not
don't
on the
want
first
you to
date.
even
Please
walk.
don't
I
touch
want you to.
anybody's feet on the first
I
date.
want you to float. I want to take care of you every single way I possibly can. Listen.
No,
I'm good for. I just don't
Ryan,
want to hear.
Ryan, don't
I
touch
don't.
anybody's feet. Don't
I
go
don't
on the
touch
couch.
doors.
I'm trying to
Attitude.
save you here. I'm trying to save you here. Don't touch anybody's feet on a first date. Please don't put yourself in trouble.
It's
Otherwise,
not
I
gonna
will be
happen.
getting this one phone call. Come and bail me out. Please don't do that. We're talking just about opening doors. Okay, let's
I'm
speak.
just I'm just talking about the fact that I do want to do everything for you. But when I hear someone say, "I don't touch doors," I hear attitude, and that disturbs me. You got to understand that's got to be a turnoff, right? You do understand that that's a turnoff. Like say if a guy said to you, uh, the the misogynist opposite of this.
Mhm.
Um, you can't work. You have a job? I'm not interested.
I'll be okay. I quit today.
But by the way, that's become like a new thing. I've heard women like complaining now that they're like,
At my
"What am I?"
age right now, I'm quitting right now.
And I'm supposed to work like this for the next 40 years. I wish I had married that guy who said he'd. I hear women complaining that they don't want to work. They prefer to be home or whatever. But I'm not going to go. But yes, absolutely. Did you say open the door, all doors? What do you mean? Front door, whatever. I'm going to open the bathroom door for you? Well, I don't understand that. Like, mm.
No, 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 no. Open.
But then she's not being this serious. I think it's like they're trying to make it touchy. Maybe they're trying to do that on purpose. But
No,
yes,
no, 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 no. We're talking that when you're going into the car, you're leaving the car, going to the restaurant. I mean, you're not going to the bathroom with her, okay? No, no, we're not talking about those trips.
let's hope not.
That's not that kind of thing. But simply restaurant doors, car
Yeah,
doors,
yes,
simple as that. You're
right.
treating women like a lady.
No
I'm,
problem. No
I'm not
problem. Yeah, and
talking.
that completely makes sense. You want to
I'm
do
not.
it.
Yeah,
And
we're not
and by the
talking.
way, there's a number 7 here. I'm gonna skip down there because this is part of that where it says the sidewalk rule. If you
Yeah.
don't know that, it explains why you're single. But young men may not know that, or men who don't have um, other people to share. Very young men might not know this particular rule. The sidewalk rule is that the woman should be, if you're walking down the sidewalk with a woman, that you should be on the outside and she should be on the inside of the sidewalk. And it doesn't matter what side of the road you are on, you are to make sure that you're on the outside. And so, what that is, this is a chivalry. You know what I mean? Um, there are 2 reasons for this. Number one,
You get hit first.
yeah, okay, that's fine. Yeah, you can get hit first. The guy is kind of protecting her, shielding her. But there's also a something from the 60s, the 50s, 60s, 70s, where men who were selling women of the night, they would put them on the outside. So she's for sale. Did you know that? Did you know that as well? Or
No, I didn't know that.
yeah,
I
right.
just
Yeah.
knew that if the, let's say, car, there is a puddle of water in a car
Yes.
drives
Right.
it, the men will get splashed to protect
Yes.
the
And
woman
protect her. Exactly.
yes, simply from
Absolutely.
even if the car drives and God forbid
Right.
someone's gonna get hit, he's gonna get hit first.
But
That
also if you're on the sidewalk and I'm on the outside of you and we're passing another group of people coming this way, I'm on the outside of you
yeah,
so that I can protect you if something were
that's
to
correct.
happen.
That's
But
correct.
then also, just so you
Yes.
know, that's like a
Yeah.
term where yeah, if I'm selling that person for sex, I would also put them on the outside.
Ryan,
Yeah.
stop talking. You're talking about the massages. You're talking about no
No,
wonder
no,
you're
no. I am telling you,
okay.
see, as a person from another country, and
Mhm.
from, as a woman, you have heard the nice and clean part of that, but I am telling you that that is what I would. They didn't even tell me about this part that you're talking about. I figured that out, but I was told the other part before, that yes, this is for someone who is being prostituted. You put them on the outside. And so I was like, oh my freaking God, no way is any girl who's going to walk with me is going to be on the outside. So
Yeah.
it helps. It kind of helps with the
All
idea.
right. Let's
All right,
go to
let's go
number.
back up to number
Yeah.
3. Let her order first.
Yes. Don't order for her. Don't
No,
order for the table.
absolutely not.
Don't tell her I am going to have a steak and she's having a salad. It's a first date. You let her have what she wants.
What if she says, I have no idea what to buy here. Can you order for me? Are you telling me you don't? You
Oh no,
still don't?
if she asks for
Okay.
your recommendation, or if
Yeah.
she asks you to order for her, that's she makes her
That's
you
right.
allowing her choice. So either she will make choice on or of ordering whatever she wants, or she will make a choice of asking you to order
Yeah.
for her or help
Yes.
her with her order. That's another
I have
story.
no problem with this. This
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 is still
completely
her
makes
choice.
yeah. You should show up and whatever. But I am watching you. I am seeing what you order, and if everything you order is has the little MV beside it, I'm thinking to myself, hmm, what's happening here? And ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know, that means market value prices. They're
Yeah,
not necessarily prices that they put there. It means that you don't know what the price is, and they're just going to come up with a price on the back and give it to you. And so, yes,
on one
that's
occasion, I have to tell you that my husband and I we went out with my family members. That was maybe 8 years ago, in a very nice restaurant.
mhm.
That was open in 1360 something.
Wow.
Um, yes, that was back in Poland, and some
Yes.
family members they start choosing meals with their fingers, not on the inside of the menu going down what they're serving, from on the outside of the menu going down what's
The cost was, yeah.
the
Interesting.
for that. Okay, so I'm gonna have this for 150 so and so. Oh, what is it? But they decided by the
The
price.
price. They wanted the most expensive
Oh,
thing.
it's funny.
That's
Never,
fascinating.
unforgettable. All
Yeah.
right, let her sit in a booth.
So okay, you mean she sits on the inside? Is that what it means? As opposed to you sitting on the outside? But if it's a booth,
No,
aren't both of you sitting in the booth? I didn't
no, and
understand that.
I know what she talks about. There are some. There's many restaurants where you have one seat is in the booth and another on the chair.
Okay.
So you let her sit in a booth and you sit on the chair.
But if there's enough space for both of us,
Well, if there
am
is
I
enough
supposed to sit
space,
out on the chair?
if there is enough, if there's enough space, and if she wants you next to her on the first date,
Okay, okay. Let's go
if
with
she
the
wants you, we're talking first date. There
yeah,
are
yeah. I'm saying I want to look at you. No, no question. I want to look directly at you. I want to have eye contact. I want all of that. But at the same time, I'm like, if she's saying that I must sit out there when it's a huge big thing. And then if you know restaurants sometimes don't want you to have like a chair on the outside. They
right.
want y'all to sit inside the
No, we're
but I see
talking
what you're saying.
about the other ones. So we're talking
Yeah,
there are many restaurants in our neighborhood
right.
where there's one sit on the in the booth, like on a nice comfy place, cushioned and everything, and soft, and another across from the table. There's just table for two, and
Right.
opposite to that is a chair.
Tell me what
Don't go and sit in a both and give her a chair.
that would be weird. Okay, yes. Okay. I see what you're saying. Good, good, good. All right.
Right.
Next, offer to walk her home, to the car, to the Uber. That I have a problem with. Here's the part I have a problem with. To prove you're not a huge you're not a huge pig. Now, why is it gotta be? Why does it have to be so rude? Of course I'm gonna walk you out. Of
No, I
course
think she's just fed up with some men's attitude. I think that's what comes to.
I mean, if you live in the type of neighborhood that I need to be scared of. But I don't think that's what she's talking about. I think she's just talking about the fact that at the end of it, you're maybe it didn't go so well, and regardless, you're just going to put her in the car or not follow her out to the car or whatever. You should. You absolutely should. There's no some of these things. Like I guess as a person who dated and a person who got married and a person who's of course these all make sense to me. It's just the the little poking that she gives at the end that's like, what is wrong with this
Fully
woman?
understand. I fully understand her. Fully understand her. I think she is just fed up with some men's
Yeah,
attitude.
yeah.
That's all. Like, okay, so thank you for dinner. Can I come over? No, okay, so I'm splitting. Be a gentleman. Be a gentleman and walk this lady to a car or to the Uber or
Absolutely. Yeah, get you to the
yes.
car or whatever. And if you want me to follow you home or whatever, I can do that. Don't worry about it. But no, you should literally take her to her door. And at the door, um, attempt to shake hands, hug, or kiss goodnight, whatever it is. That is what should happen. And guys, I'm not saying that because I'm trying to get you inside there. I'm just saying of course she's going to appreciate that you actually got her there. And if she doesn't, then definitely you got used. You got used because the idea is for me to definitely make the attempt. If women think you're not even making the attempt, it means that they're not attractive enough or whatever it is, and you're just going through the motions. I think you definitely should.
Not to
Agreed?
the door, not to the door. What if she does? Is she still didn't make up her mind about you? She doesn't want you to know where she lives. Just
I
take
need her to know that I'm interested. And if she doesn't want me to know where she lives, what? What are you doing? Don't eat my
first
food.
date. First
My
date.
food.
First date. Come on. We're not talking
No.
about second, third, or fourth.
First
First
date.
date.
I bet
No.
first of all, I should have picked you up anyway from the first date.
No.
Oh heck yeah.
Absolutely not.
What do you mean? Are you saying women no longer want to be picked up
First
from their
date.
homes to go from door to door service?
Okay. First date. Depending if she knows you forever, that's one story. If you are a brand new person in her life, do you think that any woman nowadays will go and say, come over, this is my address, and after that, oh my god, calling 911, there's someone at my door knocking, I don't want this guy around me? No, you cannot do that. You're taking everything too personal.
No, I
this
guess that makes
this is
sense. It's
simply,
just
think about it.
I don't think it's personal. I think I'm taking it from the men's perspective. If you want me to take you out on a date, and I want to be as chivalrous as possible, and I know I'm not a creep and I'm not a criminal, I am going to offer to pick you up. If you don't want to, then fine. You want to meet me at the restaurant? That's fine. That's fine. But
Yes.
I would absolutely try to pick you up. I just don't like being called a huge, huge, huge. She
Yes,
didn't even say
yes, a huge, yes,
huge.
yes.
Oh my God, how dare you? Number 6, do not mention your ex, your situationship, or this girl I used to talk to.
Yes.
It's interesting that you say that because a lot of women will ask you about stuff. Like, have you been married before? Have you been blah 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 blah? Blah. It's a whole thing. So they're asking.
Okay.
So I'm supposed to say, I plead the fifth. No.
No.
If she asks you, you say what you need to say, right? That's what you're saying. But
Okay.
you don't bring it up. You don't say,
No.
you know,
No. No. No.
my
No.
ex had eyes like yours.
That dress looks so nice on my ex. Yes.
Say what? Did you get it? Did you also get it at H&M?
No. Even no. You got this wrong. Even when you're being asked about, okay, your past relationships,
Right.
you will give nice, polite answer, but don't get into a life story. That
Right.
first date is there to get to know her,
Her.
not
Right.
to talk about, my ex did this, I've
Right.
been so good, and she did me wrong. And no,
No.
that's such a turnoff when you are not taking accountability for anything that happened in your past. If
What
you
did I? Nothing. You must hear nothing from me. I'm gonna ask you 1,000,001 questions. You have no idea. This is an interview that I am paying for. And so yes, I'm gonna ask her a ton of questions. She's gonna know as little about me as possible unless she decides to ask. And I'm watching that too. If you don't want to care about what I actually am,
may I have this on another thought, I will take that home.
this steak is from me. Could I have two more, please?
To
One
go.
for my roommate and one for when I get home. Thank you, Ryan. Sucker written across my forehead. But I get it. I totally get it. Women are in like a position, a situation that they do not want to talk about the person who you were with before. And I don't necessarily want to talk about the dudes you were with either. I don't want to hear about, and especially if it's still going on, right? If it's going on right now, you're dating like 3 or 4 people. I don't want to hear anything about those guys. I would prefer not to, right? I don't want to hear.
You should know, you should have some kind of information later on if you continue seeing the person. Okay.
Mhm.
Only if you're continuing seeing that person, you should have some kind of background. Okay, so because you would not appreciate that you are going out somewhere with some girl, and you think that everything is great, and you're finding out that she was divorced, that she had 3 exes, and things like that. You would like to be aware of the situations before. Now, we cannot judge people for prior relationships, because if you are into them, they became this person that you know thanks to the experiences that they went
Yes.
through in a prior relationships. So
Uh-huh.
that's a little distinction between all those situations. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
it's not like, oh, what do you mean? You were married before 5, 6 times, and then no, it's not that. If you like the person the way they are product of what happened to them. So they can offer you, maybe they have more offer to you than they were able to prior to those relationships. But smothering a person on a first date with all your past experiences, it's not appropriate.
That's the problem. Yeah. Leave that
Slandering
alone.
your ex, it's not appropriate, because automatically in her head will be, he's going to be talking about me that way one day. So would I want to go through this? Who is he? Why is he seeing the person this way? You have to think about those things. You
Right.
cannot go boom, there it is. Get some basic information. Okay, you were married, it didn't work out, fine. But there are relationships that they make that person better person, or they will drag them down. There are people that influence their partners in different ways, and they have they're looking at that from different perspectives. So doesn't mean that every single relationship will be the same. And that ex-partner not going to work with this girl, but he's going to find a girl that he's going to work with.
Yeah.
And that relationship, so and then that relationship will work out. So there are different connections between people. That's why we cannot get into the details and keep judging their exes, their partners, and you just can't. Get the basic information, but what happened in that person's past, it's none of your business. That's my personal opinion. You're laughing.
I've told you about my experience. I was told the person was divorced, and I ended up into a long-term relationship with that person, not realizing that I was dating a married person, a person who was still married. Separated, yes, but still married to someone else. And I personally, if I had known, never would have happened because I'm just that kind of guy. I'm like, I don't, I would hate to know that somewhere out there I'm married to someone and that person could just show up and say, "Are you having sex with my wife? Are you having sex with my husband?" What? That's messed up. But I see what you're saying. We're not talking about that. We're talking about having these long conversations about past issues that really have nothing to do with this relationship. I'm trying to find out who you are. And we did number 7 already.
Yes.
So sidewalk rule. So we're going to skip over. But in general, I think they're interesting. I just don't like this girl's attitude. Yeah, Agnes. I would never date Rack. And Rack would probably be like, I'm not looking to date you either. But it's fine. It's okay.
I'm going to give you two more things.
No.
When you are in the doors, those doors that they keep around and around and around, you know that you have to let the lady goes first, and then you are behind her because you are the one who's pushing the door.
Right. So
She
I
doesn't-
get right up behind her, right? I like I
No, no, one
I
person
get
at a
in the
time.
same.
One person at a time. I should
Oh,
I should
no.
have mentioned that before. One person in a in that space.
My chest should be right up on her back.
And on the stairs, you should let her go first, and you are behind her because God forbid she would trip. You can catch her.
Yes,
When
absolutely.
so that's simple do's
That's a
and
good.
don'ts,
Yeah, I
which
like those.
that a
Yeah.
lot of young people have no idea about. So
Yeah, you know what? Sometimes you let the whole thing get away from you. You're not paying attention as a younger person, but you really do have to watch, all of because these little signals, they don't seem important at the time, but people remember. And woof, wow, they will slander you. Women will remember everything and take. So you do have to pay attention. You kind of have to focus in and pay attention to what it is that you're doing. Don't be like on your phone. How about that? Let's talk about that. Me and you checking our phones constantly, that's not a cool thing either. You're going to be with someone, you're going to be fully focused and there with them in the evening.
not if you're waiting for that emergency phone call that will get you out of the date.
And if that's what you're doing, then yeah, I get out and I'm not paying for nothing. leave, leave your half on the table. You ain't gonna come in. But see, that's the thing. Like, I'm speaking from a perspective of someone who is relatively handsome and respects themselves. And I guess you're speaking from the perspective of recognizing that the person who's sitting in front of you might be one, a danger to your physical being, or two, just a jerk. And there are a lot of jerks. I mean, there are a lot of jerks out here. So I understand. I see what you're saying. I do understand. Ladies, I'm not a complete. I'm not apologizing to none of y'all. You know, and you better make it so that I can see those feet. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm not.
And I'm gonna add number 8 and 9. Have a job and have your own teeth. I think that's enough for tonight. I can take.
I think that's it. Yeah, I think so.
Oh my gosh.
We thought we were going to do 20 minutes. We did 40. Ladies and gentlemen, you want to go to agnesabasado.com because there are amazing things happening over there right now. We're talking about what's going to happen with coming up. She's going to be on Peoples of a Distinction. She's going to, you can get a hold of the book. I am enjoying the stories of people's reactions to the book because they're people who know you. There are other people who. Uh, I got to check in with one of our friends in real estate, see what she thought about because I know she has one.
She already
I'm
told you.
maybe
She
we'll
already
see.
did.
Yeah. I got to check in and see how she's doing. But yeah, the idea is please check it out. No. I'm not even asking you, please. You will enjoy this. I am telling you, you're going to enjoy it. I enjoyed it. I learned a lot, and you will too. Right? It's not only an interesting read, but it's also fascinating. You can't put it down. You can't put it down. I was upset when it was done. All right. You got anything else you want to tell them tonight, Agnes?
Have a job and your own tea. I can. If you need any more tips on first time dates, please write to us. Let us know. Mailback at lovedeafandtaxes.com. We will be more than happy to share our experiences with you.
Let's have fun. Let's have fun. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen. Until next week. I am giddy with how silly some of this is. I'll see you next week. Enjoy until then. Bye bye, Agnes.
Bye bye.
Good night.